The COVID-19 vaccines can be our chance to get back to our plans, to get back to each other, to life. But it's okay to have questions, like, how were the vaccines tested? In rigorous clinical trials among adults of diverse backgrounds. Find the latest information at getvaccineanswers.org.
Today, as you see behind me, are red roses. These felt roses are handmade lovingly by one of the members in our community to commemorate and to honor all of those we've lost.
Each rose represents a person who lost their life to COVID. The display stayed here at Christ Cathedral temporarily so people in the area could pay their respects.
This is a work about grief, as if grief was a material in itself, as if it was paint or stone, and modeling this grief, processing it, digesting it, and maybe, finding a way to kind of create some kind of healing through this process of kind of manifesting it.
This process has manifested thousands of roses. It's been just over a year since COVID-19 swept the globe, and this project physically shows how it's changed the world forever.
COVID has been like this kind of invisible demon going around, stealing people's lives, and breaking up so many families and friends.
At this point, 4,608 lives were lost to COVID-19 in Orange County. On this day at Christ Cathedral, each rose represented and honored those lives with the Rose River Memorial, a project the artist hopes will help people not only remember those past, but to process grief.
In Garden Grove, we've sadly mourned the passing of 356 members of our community to COVID, one of which was a deeply esteemed member of our city family, Police Lieutenant John Reynolds.
Police Lieutenant John Reynolds fought COVID for over a month before passing away at 59 years old. He served the Garden Grove community for over 25 years and was awarded Man of the Year in 2019 by the Garden Grove Chamber of Commerce. He was well loved and respected throughout the city.
I am Garden Grove, working to protect citizens and prevent problems before they start.
Lieutenant Reynolds is one rose of many who touch countless lives throughout the community. He leaves behind his wife Jenna, 2 adult daughters, and an 18-month-old son.
This is why it's important to come together to remember and honor our fallen and find strength, support, and hope in our shared loss.
And coming together is more important than ever.
It also is for me to highlight the importance of mental wellness. COVID is impacting even the suicide rates. So we like to highlight that part too, because it's not about losing lives directly to the COVID, but also to the COVID pandemic itself.
The Rose River Memorial was brought to Christ Cathedral by the OC Autism Foundation. The installation is now going to Washington, D.C. to be part of a larger display for National COVID Memorial Day. Reporting for GGTV3, I'm Brianna Greenup.
This is the moment, I think.
56 years after his father, Jeff, shot the very first basket in Pacifica High School's original gym, Mike Bunife christens Pacifica's brand new gym by making the very first shot on its brand new basketball court.
Knowing that my grandpa was here first, it's kind of cool and special to get that shot, especially before a game has ever been played in here.
Hitters on 3, 1, 2, 3. Mike not only made the first shot, but minutes later coached the first game. He's Pacifica's freshman basketball coach, which took on Sunny Hills High School. Right! His father, Jeff, is his assistant. Mike, who also teaches at Pacifica, is the third generation of his family at the school. His granddad, Jeff's father, the late Dr. Albert Bunife, was the first principal of what was then a brand new school when Jeff shot that first basket in 1965, a day he remembers well.
And thank God it went in. So, that was a lot of fun. That's a good memory.
Siblings Matt and Sarah were on hand to witness Mike's big shot, this latest family history at Pacifica.
Yeah, I'm proud of them both. So yeah, it's pretty neat to see that it just carries on generationally. So it's neat to watch them do it.
Sarah teaches across the street at Barker Elementary.
My grandmother was the first counselor in the district. Dad taught in the district, Mom taught in the district. Obviously, Grandpa opened Pacifica here, and now for my brother and I to be in the district, we keep it going. They can't get rid of us here in Garden Grove.
The freshman game was played on one of 3 full-size regulation basketball courts within the brand new gym. Funded by Measure P and state seismic retrofit funds, the $20 million, 18,000 square foot multi-function facility also converts to host 9 full-size volleyball courts, and the bleachers seat more than 1,500. While that game was underway, steps away, Pacifica's swim teams were practicing for the very first time in the high school's brand new state-of-the-art aquatic facility. So how's it compare to the old pool?
Oh, thousands times better.
The new pool is regulation size for meets, and water polo has state-of-the-art electronic timekeeping and other features.
It's awesome. It's definitely an upgrade from the last pool.
Back on the basketball court, the freshmen were off to a good start, doubling up their opponent by halftime. After all the challenges of the COVID pandemic, it's especially gratifying to both players and parents to have this new gym open in time for the delayed basketball season.
Probably the biggest thing would be that this group, the class of 2021, with having to sacrifice so much for this year, and these basketball players get to open this gym up is probably the biggest thrill.
It's truly amazing to be able to play on this court, especially with the new baskets, new lights, new scoreboard, new everything. It's truly amazing that we get to play on it.
The varsity squad would play later on this day, but the freshman Mariners got the new court off to a very good start, beating Sunny Hills High by 10, 45-35. Meantime, it looks like another generation of Bunafes may play for Pacifica someday. 14-month-old Naomi, daughter of Mike and his wife Kristen.
She loves the basketball, so I think we'll have to get her into basketball.
Reporting for TV3, I'm Mark Bedore.
They are heroes every day. Garden Grove Police and Orange County Fire Authority firefighters, racing to battle the dangers the rest of us run from. A job COVID-19 made even more life-threatening.
They've done so much for us on the front lines, and risking their lives and their bravery and their strength, it was an inspiration for us to give back to them.
But the pandemic has produced everyday heroes, like Drew Dizon, general manager of Nova Kitchen and Bar.
It was extremely important for us to give back to the community.
Providing meals for our first responders, the people of Nova are among many in our city who have stepped up, helped out, and fought back against the pandemic, making Garden Grove strong by strengthening those on the front lines who appreciate the help.
Thank you. I can tell you that we're working very busy during this pandemic, so it's very nice to have one of our businesses in our community present these lunches to our employees.
How can I help? What can I do? Questions asked over and over as our city came together to make Garden Grove strong, battling an invisible enemy we'd never seen before. People did whatever they could to help meet the needs of everyone, and everyone needs to eat.
We want to do something because we know that's important. This time to the COVID-19, and we need to share.
Nog Soon's restaurant's Project Trion made sure the city's essential workers were taken care of by delivering free meals for police, fire, and public works, and those city workers behind the scenes.
Thank you so much. As terrible and as disruptive as this whole virus thing has been, the silver lining is things like this, right? It's all the private acts of generosity.
I think it's the very thing to do with everything that's going on now. Everything helps.
Okay, here's two. And here's two more. Can you hold them? Have a good day.
Carolina's Italian restaurant was helping everyone by donating 750 free meals, including a bottle of water, to anyone who came by.
There is a lot of people out there that want to help. There's a lot of people that want to do good, and I hope this is just the beginning of many businesses doing stuff like this.
Thank you guys. Thank you for your good works.
That kind of generosity is contagious.
We have a lot of organizations that do a lot for the community, but I think if they see this, they'll be contacting me and say, hey, we'd like to be giving out food or donating.
I'd like to present these face shields to Mayor Jones.
The volunteers of the Garden Grove Rotary Club were among those leading the way, making and donating 500 face shields for Garden Grove Police and Public Works.
When this project came up, everybody jumped on it. Being a Rotarian, this is kind of in our nature to find areas of need in the community.
If there's any shining light of hope in this time frame and all these challenges we're going through, it's seeing local organizations like Rotary stepping up.
School was shut down and sports canceled, but the young people of Orangewood Academy forgot their troubles and focused instead on helping others.
When you start thinking, oh man, we can't have games, this and that, then you sit back and you realize that we probably have it better than 90-95% of the world. And at that point, I think it's about giving back to those.
Partnering with Ironman Basketball, Reloved Church, and OC Grace Church, Orangewood worked with Garden Grove's Buena Clinton Youth and Family Center to provide diapers, toiletries, and food for families in need.
Hey guys, happy Easter! Ready?
We all needed a smile during these tough times. Garden Grove Community Services provided an Easter basket full in a contact-free excavation celebration.
It was great. This is such a neat experience, and getting to go on an Easter egg hunt without leaving the car.
This is great.
I think given the times and all of the challenges that families have faced this past year, this is just an awesome opportunity to be able to do something for them on this Easter holiday.
It was one of a number of fun events the city hosted to provide a bit of a break in these difficult days. Christ Cathedral opened up to provide vaccinations. The Nailing It event at Advanced Beauty College brought local nail salons together to offer free personal protection equipment. And we can't talk about heroes without bringing up the doctors, nurses, and other healthcare workers who did everything they could to care for us. They were among the many individuals, organizations, companies, and others who made such a difference to the people of our city during the pandemic. Everyday heroes, stepping up, helping out, fighting back to make Garden Grove strong. You did, and we are, and we will continue to be Garden Grove strong.